So somebody is asking about the intake that HSEE has. If you could throw some light.
We have 52 seats. And as I told you, we have two branches. This is an integrated program, Masters in Arts. We do not have an exit route. It's a BA come MA. So we do not upfront allot the stream. At the end of the second year, they are allotted whether they are based on the preferences and performance of the students, whether they are going to do MA in development studies or MA in English studies. So for this 52 seats are going to be equally divided. So 26 students would be doing development studies and 26 students would be doing English studies. There is no much difference given the amount of flexibilities that we have in the institutions like IITs. It doesn't make much difference whether you're doing masters in development studies or masters in English studies, because most of the courses are common. So when we go out, whether I'm a master in development studies or what expertise I have, my CV, my transcript is going to tell. So based on my interest, based on where I want to specialize, they can plan their courses, they can plan their programs in such a manner that at the end of the 5 years, they can graduate with what they want. They can aspire to be an academician, or they can aspire to become a civil servant. Let me tell you here, one thing again, this program, when we conceptualized, our main objective was to prepare students for the civil services. Even in the first couple of years, a lot of students, they cracked the exam, but of late, the trend is to go, most of the students that are going for higher studies. In the first batch, even one of our students scored 13th rank in the civil service. So there are people who opted for IAS, there are people in IPS, there are IFS, so there are a number of case examples. So that is how it is right now. There is no clear, because of the flexibility, the people, those who are doing development studies, they also do a lot of, because we have a major and minor. Those students who do major in development studies, they can also do minor in other areas. So when we say minors are available in economics, minor is available in development studies, minor is available in management studies. So any minor that they want to do, they can do. Even they can go for other engineering department and pick up 3 to 4 courses, and then they can claim. For example, those who want to specialize in construction management, let's say, they can do a couple of courses from civil engineering department, and they take a minor in management, construction management, right? So that kind of flexibility the institution provides.
Right. I was smiling when you were replying to this question, because it seems that you have already answered a couple of questions that the participants had asked in this one answer. But nonetheless, I'll just throw them quickly so that you could cover up points that you have missed out in this particular reply. So people are asking if there is an exit option after 3 years. You said no. So that means there is no degree that they get after 3 years, right?
There is no degree, but there is going to be, after 5 years, they're going to get integrated master's program. The reason why we do not allow exit entry, because because we don't take there is no lateral entry. There's no lateral entry. And with this 5 year, we give a breadth and depth of courses, which they will not get exposed to if they do BA and then go elsewhere to do an MA.
Right. So, there's one question which says, what's the job profile like after a 5 years program in development studies? And if you could throw some light on the pay packages that the students can expect.
Well, again, they are no different from the engineering students or science students or other MBA students. As I told you, I'm proud to make the statement that around 20 to 25% of our students, they get the same pay package like any other engineering student. they compete and they get into institutions or organizations like McKinsey. They have been to institutions like TCS. They have been to other reputed organizations. So there is no difference between the pay package between engineering student and the MA students. It's the competition and the how you excel and whether you're getting in or not, right? And say average pay package, I would say it depends on the market, of course. There is no it's not like what we say we are going to get. It may so happen that the average this year could be 60,000 or 6 lakh per annum if the C2C. Next year it could be 8 lakhs or it could be 4 lakhs depending on the market. We never bothered about the placement because it was never an issue or not an issue. The best indicator for us is whether the students are happy at the end of the degree. And even after 7-8 batches, we have not even heard or got one regret email saying, I regret why I did the program. That is what is the indicator for us.
Yeah, so that's the ultimate pay package that you are getting, the satisfaction of the students.
That satisfaction of the students, and it again, most of them, they get placed. Those who want, they get placed. Those who want to write competitive exam like civil service or any other competitive banking exams or any other exams, then they stay back and prepare. A lot of students, they go for higher studies. Even some of our first graduates, they became faculties in IITs and IIMs.
Yeah.
So that's the type of acceptance in the market. So what matters most is like whether you're accepted in the market by the corporates or by the stakeholders.
Right. I'll take one more question, sir, looking at the clock. And so yeah, the question says, why does the exam have so many questions from economics and other areas of general knowledge? And how can a student prepare for the same?
Well, I think we'll see the development studies again is more skewed towards economics, or there is not much difference between development studies and economic studies. So therefore, there is a special portion or section on economics. Plus economics, I think any students, they need to know about the economy, right? So unless we know the status of the economy or the way the economy is functioning, because we are preparing the student for the economy, right? And we don't, for getting selected for this particular program, you don't need any special preparation. An average student with who keeps his or her eyes, ears open and reads the NCERT books will be easily get into this particular